What's the crack, folks? How he's getting on? What's
What
good?
dopes?
Right, Red, you have to send me on a video here.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet. Don't know what's involved in it, but I kind of know the general gist of it, and it's all the madness that's going on in the world at the moment.
Yeah, sir.
All some craziness.
So it's I've seen this the other somebody done one the other day. I was actually just scrolling and it was showing maybe you do the reels or whatever. One day scrolled up, and I was actually again this is how I watch my videos now. I reckon Tera will have a buzz off this because I'm always kind of looking for little content to do.
But
So I
you
was
get
kind of
something
watching
on
it.
this.
Yeah, that's kind of I didn't see Tera reacting to this more so me reacting. So I got on Tera said, "Do you want to react to one of these sort of videos?" And he says, "Yes." So I literally again I haven't seen any of this what's on this particular video. Just grabbed it, sent it to Tera saying, "Well, we'll do this one."
Okay.
So
okay.
not sure what it is, how it is, why it is.
Just jump into it, folks. Probably get ready for your heads to explode.
Yeah, what happened is we're either both going to be completely speechless throughout the whole thing, or we won't get past the first one without going on 45-minute rants. But we'll try not to.
And just as a side note, I think we should gather our best memes and kind of go through, like, flash up the memes and get our reactions to it, because some of the memes do be brilliant as well. But anyway, we'll jump into this video and let's see whose head explodes first.
So another really interesting question I've received is, given that you're gay and non-binary, do you still only show your hair to women? And I think this is really interesting because the original intention of hijab was to prevent men developing feelings of attraction to a woman. So as a gay person and not a woman, it doesn't really apply to me in that sense. So to answer that question, as a trans ally and non-binary person, I make a really conscious effort not to assume anyone's gender based on their appearance. And the way I apply that to my hijab is that I show my hair and my body to the people I feel comfortable showing it to, regardless of their gender. That's because not every person that looks like a male is actually a male. Not every female presenting person is actually female.
Hold on. Female presenting person. Is this another new word they've thrown out?
She wouldn't last a fucking second in the Middle East. A second.
Like, does she identify
she wouldn't
as
last a second?
No, wait. Or he? Is it he or she? Because I'm so confused right now.
Say she.
Is it a she? Is it a he?
Shim.
Right. Does Shim identify as Middle Eastern as well? Because I've seen some of this shit now. I've seen like people identify as Korean now.
Yeah,
like
transracial. No, not transracial. Trans. Oh, what's it? There's a word for it.
Like it's ironic that your nonsense is such nonsense that then you have to then apply it to other nonsense, religious-based nonsense, and when the two combine,
do you know what it is?
They form into like fucking Optimus Prime, the ultimate nonsense. You know what I mean?
They just refuse to acknowledge what came before them. That's what it is. So she's just making this. It was like, no, like, you can't do that and do your own thing within it. You either do it or you fucking don't. Do you know what I mean? Like it's there's rules. Like the whole hijab thing is like when they kind of break it, going, oh, you know, it's for a person to another person. Like, no, it's not. It's specific to them. It's not open to your interpretation. Really, it has a meaning.
And I wouldn't mind, right? The funniest thing about the whole woke SJW agenda is that Muslim people and religion do not accept any sort of homosexuality.
No.
At all.
At all.
At all.
That's what I said. She wouldn't last a second over there.
You are, as a man becoming a woman, would then, if you broke any of the tenets of, would be stoned to death. Gang raped. Murdered. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But no, I'm going to invoke my wokeness into this religion. No,
it's mad.
You don't get to do that.
This is what I'm saying. They just make shit up, like.
Right.
And how tough it must be to live like this.
It's so hard. You can see
the way you have to be so careful with your language.
As she's talking there, it's literally I have to hit the right key buzzwords.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I'm saying.
The gender identity.
No wonder they're all depressed.
And if I miss buzzword, I will be invoked by an outcast and shamed by my cult.
But what's also gas is you watch this and then there'll be 3 or 4 up where they'll disagree with each other. Two of them will say two completely different takes on what it is. And
It's
you're
like
going,
arguing
"These
over
can't
like
both be right," which is
what
wrong.
color scales dragons had, and it's like, well, hold on, can you first show me the dragon that it existed? Like, you're arguing over which unicorn is the most relevant, and it's like, well, hold on a minute, what unicorn are you talking about now? Right. Anyway, Jesus Christ, I'm already just.
Triggered. Because triggered them already. Go on,
And so that's just my way of staying conscious of people's gender identities and not excluding people by accident.
This, sorry, just as an add-on to that, one of the most fucking annoying things about the whole thing is they claim that it's all to be loving and caring and to, encourage people to be inclusive and all that, but yet it's the most aggressively violent, attacking, shut down, cancel, fucking attitude the world has ever
diversity.
seen.
It's diversity.
You must
except for
accept.
diversity
You
of
must.
opinion.
You must. Oh yeah, we are so inclusive. We just want to make it. We don't want to say anything to upset anyone, except anyone who doesn't agree with every bit of nonsense that I've said. Then I'm going to fucking end you and your existence and shut you down. And so it's like the most
Call you a
contradictory
bigot and a
stance.
transphobe and all this stuff. It's like, well, no, I'm not. Like, I don't dislike any trans people at all.
Actually, I don't know how to get through a day because
it's mad.
Just 5 minutes into this video, I'm already stressed to me limit. Like,
It's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where you want.
But there you go. Pause that. There you go. So she was a normal 15-year-old girl with a boyfriend. She learns about this community, and then she comes out as not just gay or pansexual. So it's indoctrination.
What's pansexual?
I fucking know it. They love pans. I've
They
no
have,
idea.
They have sex on saucepans.
Yeah, they just slap their arse with pans or something. I don't even care. So seeing one of them say, because of bisexual, this guy was boyphobic or something. And I was like, isn't that being your boyphobia? And I was like, isn't that like the fear of number 2? Isn't it though? Boyphobia is the fear of the number 2. I'm pretty sure it is, like. So she's sitting there going, but she just says boy and then just throws phobia. They just fucking words together.
Come here. Actually, now that you say boy, did you hear about the Washington Post guy who got fucking suspended for retweeting a joke?
Yeah.
So what was the joke? When it comes to a woman, a boy woman, you just need to figure out which one she is, polar or sexual, or something like that.
Oh yeah, but all women are boy. It's just you have to figure out whether it's polar or sexual.
Yeah.
And it's a joke from a stand-up comedian thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
But no, but this is the same. But this is where we are now. As you're saying with these, loving and welcoming, and we don't want anyone to be offended or hurt or anyone. She had this fella suspended from you. She couldn't just read that and go, "What a dickhead," and move on with her life. I had to become this big thing where they're making examples. This is all through force. This is why
but I wouldn't mind.
This is a big reason why people are against all this.
Your man only retweeted a joke.
And he
didn't
apologized.
But he didn't endorse. He shouldn't have apologized because he didn't endorse it. He didn't say it. By me, and it's been proven in court. Like, it's upheld. It's court has decided.
It doesn't matter.
If you retweet, you're not endorsing. It's not endorsement. So you didn't.
But the beauty of it is, it's the snake eating its own tail.
Of course.
He's a Washington Post. He's probably one of these writing all this about fucking using cisgenders, and probably has his pronouns on his fucking Twitter bio. So this is, and they'll run it because they just keep bouncing off us.
This is no different.
If somebody walks over to me and she's like, "Oh my god, are you just?" I just go, "Fuck off," and just walk away. They cancel me. I don't care.
You're one here, right?
Fuck is
discovering the LGBTQTRXYW is no different than someone being introduced to Catholicism. You weren't born Catholic. You weren't born with these doctrines, these stigmas, these fucking blasphemous ways, anything like that. You introduced this idea of nonsense
Yeah.
and then you take on this nonsense
This
as
is
a
what I'm
belief
saying.
system.
You come out as a pansexual.
It's literally a cult. It's a following. It's no more than ideology. It is an ideology. It's made up.
it's
And
completely, it's
and
mad.
people who will like get a child and say, right, we're not going to enforce these gender ideologies now. Well, you're literally enforcing an ideology on it by saying that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm non-binary, but you're already binary. You know what I mean? So anyway, I suppose we'll keep going. Like fucking, these are difficult. Like these are
Let's get
difficult.
to the second
you
one.
ever want, everything you ever need, and it's him right in front of you. This is where you wanna be.
There you go.
Okay,
So she
So-
clearly has a mental illness, Luke. She has 20 alter egos.
yeah. So this is taking the piss out of him, was it?
No, I think this is like she's stunning and brave.
And are you sure now? I think that was taking the piss. Like,
No, I
and
don't
now
think so.
and now I'm this, and now I'm that, and now I'm mentally ill.
Hopefully,
I don't know.
yeah, hopefully
I'm
it's
so
not a true
confused now.
story. Yeah, hopefully it's
so
not a true
confused.
story. But
I happened to be called to the ER yesterday for a trauma or an emergency, and the ER was just in shambles. There were patients everywhere, and I saw this article this morning where Florida doctors walked out at 4 a.m. to protest the resources that have been taken by unvaccinated patients. So my question to you is, how much longer do we have to do this? How much longer do the doctors and nurses have to work to treat unvaccinated patients? I see the unvaccinated patients dying every day, but I see them taking the resources of the vaccinated patients. And so how long can we let this go on for the sake of, our freedom to choose to not be vaccinated? It is a real question, and this is happening in our hospitals, whether you want to deny that or not. But it's a real thing, and it's a real problem.
the problem with this one from the get-go is this is definitely a stooge. Like, I'm seeing people with vaccines, without vaccines dying every day in the hospitals, but the stats disagree with you. So the actual
there's no
numbers
evidence,
the numbers from the hospital that you're probably at will tell you that's a lie. That's why it's worth denying. So she's basically in there. To be honest, I think this is clickbait. I think she's doing it to try and cause up a bit of a fucking.
The one thing I would say is I don't think she'll have to wait too much longer because, let's be honest, it'll only be unvaccinated soon.
Ooh.
I
You're going there with it, Tara. You're going there with it.
I don't know. What the right cunts are dropping, that's all I'll say. Cunts dropping everywhere. That's all I'll say. So,
Yeah, no, but that's as I was watching that, I was
and
like,
it's
this
the
is a bit-
opposite of what she stated is what's happening. But we won't go there anyway.
No, yeah, but that's definitely that was put up there as a that's not
Like
real,
she's sitting in her car, she's a mask. She took her mask off to talk. She threw it back on. Like she's mentally deranged. So we don't take anything she says.
But no, again, she's a stooge. Like it's
Probably,
fake. She just made that story up, like
Yeah.
to provoke and get people and get likes.
Right.
That's all.
Okay, TikTok, I cannot stress this.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Just entertain the dead air there for a sec.
There's Tera going to get sick. Didn't think we'd have that reaction, but we have had like 4, maybe at the minute. But yeah, this is this to me. This kind of points out the absurdity of it all. That's what we're doing. We're laughing at the absurdity, not per se the individual or the what they're going through, but just how they're trying to force this absolute. Like, have you seen Matt Walsh? The thing with Matt Walsh. So Matt Walsh released a documentary, right? It's called,
I actually want to watch it. Yeah, I have it downloaded. Yeah.
Oh, have you got it? I'll have to get it off you.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, we should review it. Actually, that's what I was going to suggest.
They wouldn't be able to they'll take it down. But because it's a pay prescription, it's through a paywall. You have to watch it, like so.
No, I mean review it. Like we just talk about it.
Oh, sorry. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the reaction to it, like he's.
Yeah, I've seen all the critics. Every one of the critics, not one of them even watched it.
Yeah, exactly. Because and what he's saying is, just answer the question. Prove me wrong. Make me look stupid. Don't call me all these names. Make me look stupid. Just answer the question. But you won't. But we have to accept this as you could easily debunk me, watch it, and then they panic by telling me about how I was wrong throughout this whole thing. but you just can't do it. So what they're doing is they're just ignoring it, pretending it never happened. Like, so, but this again, it's just highlighting, like, we don't hate trans people. We hate wokeness, but we don't hate the people. We just,
Well,
you
it's
can't
got to the
force,
point
you
now.
can't force this because it doesn't, none of it makes any sense. And we live in they're saying there's no such thing as object reality, and we're saying there is, and we live in an objective world with 90% of the fucking world's population. That's the world you live in. You have to adapt to us. We don't have to adapt to you.
Like, you see all the shit with the,
and if we
with the
don't,
drag
it's not 'cause
shit
we're
and
mean people. Like,
you see the drag shit and all, like, it's literally like it's pedos be pedoing, and I think they've slipped in under this. Like, if you can mentally traumatize children from a young age and destigmatize sexual stuff, and you know what I mean, you're literally grooming them for what? Because you want to have sex with them. You're a pedophile.
well, it's,
That's why you
I don't
want them
think
to
it's
go to
even
drag
that.
show.
Well,
I think so. No,
I don't think it's that. I think
think-
it's more so when they grow
I
up.
think
to
a
be
lot
more
of this
open.
movement has been usurped by pedos.
Well, no, like,
100%.
but they're
They can
part
hide
of
in
it
plain
because
sight. Yeah,
they're
can hide in plain
umbrellaed.
sight.
They're umbrellaed in it. But I personally think the agenda is get them young so that when they grow up, they'll believe all this shit.
And what's that
And they won't
called?
ask-
It's
they won't ask
grooming.
questions.
You're
Oh
grooming
no, I understand.
someone.
But again, it's
Yeah.
what I just said is what the Catholic Church do. You get
100%.
christened before you
Yeah.
can even say the word.
Oh,
fucking mama
100%
and
you
dada.
got groomed in the Catholic Church. 100%.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. So I think it's that tactic of
Yeah.
get in there, get early, indoctrinate them early, so that they won't ask the questions. Really, growing up. You know what I
I
mean?
assume this one is on the verge of absolute manic, suicidal fucking tendencies. But anyway, before we get into it, I'll just throw that out there. How's that look about her?
Enough. Do you know how hard it is to pack clothing for a several-day trip when you are gender fluid? It's like trying to predict the freaking future. Okay? It's not easy. You have to try and guess, hey, am I gonna be a boy most of the days here, or a girl, or just a fart in the wind? Fart, blob, whatever. Gender fluidism is tricky. You can be a girl at the starting of the day, and then at lunchtime you can be a boy. Like, it's weird.
No, you can't.
Okay, it's weird.
No, you
In a
can't.
good way, but it's
It's weird. It's like, exactly. It's fucking weird. Like, how if you
No, but
can't
you
even understand
can't.
what you wear, how can I? How can I get
But
sacked
you
from my
can't
job?
be a
Because this
boy.
morning
You're
I
a
said her,
girl.
and then at the break I didn't say he. Do you know what I mean?
but you're a girl, like.
Exactly.
Can't
Yeah, you're
be
a
a
girl
boy.
who thinks you're a boy sometimes.
You can't.
But you know what I mean? But that's the saying. This is what I'm saying. Like they're like going on like, oh, we just want acceptance. Like, no, this is true force. This is fucking like if I saying, you see that way she just said there, I don't know if I'm a girl in the morning or a boy in the afternoon. So if I've been woke with her and I say good morning, oh yeah, she's in, and somebody goes, did you see Sarah? Yeah, she's in there, and that's fine. And then somebody on the break says, have you seen Sarah? And I say, yeah, she's over there having her lunch. And Sarah stands up saying, I'm a he now, respect my pronoun. No, do you know what I mean? Like, and then tomorrow I call her he, but she's back to shit. Fuck off! Like it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm coming to the thinking.
It's
right?
harder to live that way than to live how we live for everybody.
I want to try and resurge my footballing career on into like about 50 years of age. So I'm just gonna be a woman, and I can play for Ireland and all. Like, you know what I mean?
They probably let you.
No,
They
but
can't say no.
I'd
This
probably
is the
still get
issue.
I'd get a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it, but this is the issue. They
Like, I'd
can't
do all
say
right.
no.
One leg, I'd do all right. No,
No,
that's
but
what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
And they can't. And
If
they
I
can't,
if I
you
committed
can
to
do
it,
that.
if I committed to it, how dare you oppress me? That's literally it. How dare you oppress me and my dreams to be a female legend of the footballing world?
But as I said, but there's nothing they could do about it. They can't say no, or you're just. How do you know? How do you know? If there's no way to explain it, and you can just flip and flop, well then I can flip and flop. We can all flip and flop, and then it completely takes away your whole agenda. Just goes if we can all do it. If there's no logic behind it, and we can all do it, well then you're normal as everybody else. You don't demand separate fucking. We all just go about our day.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Like it's as you were.
Plow on through this and see fucking.
But there she said herself, it's weird. And she goes, well, not in a good way.
gender
It's not a good
fluid
way.
peeps out there, I'm sorry for our clothing crisis we have each and every single
Oh, it's a
day of our
crisis, yeah.
lives.
First world problems,
Peace.
love. Yeah.
Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto! The ghetto!
All right.
I don't know what that was, but it'd be.
Think that was a tie into that, like.
Hey everyone, my name is Bunny. I use fun pronouns. So continuing on the video talking about the gender fey identities.
I'm just gonna be honest, like, that's a pedo. That's a pedo. He's a pedo. She's a pedo. Whatever.
There's one called gender florette. So gender florette and gender fey are pretty similar, where gender fey is gender fluid between agender identities and female. Gender florette is gender fluid amongst different
So you have to make up
agender
more
neutralized
nonsense.
identities with some feelings of femininity that can come in every now and then, but never fully identifying as female.
Just partial.
It's a mental
what I've got
fucking
for dinner
illness.
for it.
Like,
This
Thank
is
you,
a
everyone.
mental illness
Bye.
right here.
You guys, we just got
it's like it's got to the point now where it's like today I kind of farted and a little bit of shit came out, so that's a new strain of sharting that I've just discovered, and it's
They're saying the same thing on different. But she's giving different reasons to what the first girl was saying. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking bizarre. You can't even agree with it yourselves.
yeah, no.
And I have to
But
just.
when you open the
employ them.
floodgates to nonsense, everybody gets to make their own. Like, it's like Wikipedia. You can just jump in and edit it whatever way you want, and everyone has to agree to the new edit.
Yeah. And if you,
You know what I
don't,
mean?
you're, it's not right if you don't, you're
Excuse me,
you're the
I made a
phobe.
TikTok video about this, so legit.
But the fact you have to make a TikTok video to explain all this shit, it's just leave it as it is. We all know how it is.
To
And if
the
you wanna
other-
feel-
The other
like,
two
do it
people in the
yourselves.
world that fucking agree with me, like.
like if you're a community, do it amongst yourselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, just do it amongst yourselves. Don't
from the
drag
park.
me into
You're
it.
not going to believe what happened as I was about to leave. So Everly's playing in the mulch pit. While she's playing in there, she made friends with a little boy. He's black. Who cares? They're happy. I'm not thinking anything of it. This other mom comes and sits down
Definitely
on the
thinking
bench
about
next to me. The mom is white. She says to me, "Oh my gosh, is that your daughter? She's so cute." I said, "Yep." She then leans in closer to me and goes, "You know, she's playing with a black boy." I was like, "And?" And then she was like, "Oh, no reason. There's just a lot of kids here, and I'm surprised that's who she's playing with." Why is that surprising to you? It gets worse. I was like, she can play with whoever she wants. We're not racist. She says, "I'm not racist
Didn't happen.
either."
I just gonna put this out there. She's the racist here.
Yeah,
Am I
this
lying?
didn't happen. Yeah, this didn't happen.
Definitely
100%.
didn't happen. She has racial fucking bias flooding through her veins here. She looks to me every bit of a BLM Antifa activist.
Oh no, I mean like I brought Jack to the park a while ago. There was two black kids running around. Jack was like, I think, kicked the ball back over to them. I wonder they were a bit smaller than him, whatever. That like he was running after them for a few seconds. I didn't think. I go, oh, there's Jack playing with two black kids. I was actually just got on my phone. I genuinely didn't give a fuck. Like.
Half the young ones that Sky plays with, they're all Indian and Syrian.
This is
and-
what I'm saying because they're in school. This is what's happening. That girl probably has black kids in school, as does that. Imagine
No one's ever walked over to me and whispered, "You do know,
Yeah.
Sky is playing with."
It's so made up,
an
and then what?
Iranian girl
She
there.
says this, and then I says all the right things, and then she says this, and it didn't end there.
These
She said
people are-
more bad stuff, so I
They're
stood
just
up for
fucking
everybody
sick in the
because
head.
it's
Ugh.
fucking mental. It's
Well, you
so
said,
mad.
see, can we plow through a bit of this? Fucking hell.
She says her biggest hope is one day her grandchildren grow up to look kind of like her.
Oh, shut
That's
the
your
fuck
biggest
up.
hope for your daughter?
You stupid
So
kid.
I don't know if this
Shit,
is
cunt.
considered an unpopular opinion, but if you have a daughter, you need to stop calling her
Unpopular
princess.
opinion. Go
If you
fuck
do.
yourself. I
The
call
way
my
that
daughter
Disney
princess
has
every
branded
day.
the princess is based on her beauty as her most important asset. This term also
Oh, no, wait. Hold
encourages
on,
the
hold on,
damsel
hold on,
in
hold on.
distress.
If my daughter wants to be a princess, she can be a fucking princess according to your rules. She is a princess, okay? She can be a fucking pony.
identifies-
She can
she
be a
identifies as a
fucking
princess.
unicorn, a dragon, whatever the fuck she wants, according to you. So don't go then deciding, well, no, wait, no. I can decide if I'm kind of female today, but only in little feelings, and now I'm a florette. But you can't call your fucking child princess. Like, shut the because of Disney. pedo Disney. We're aware of what fucking Disney is and what it does. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, sorry.
That needs to be rescued by a man. And it doesn't focus on their intelligence.
Shit. Sorry, I stopped it early. It was the white knight syndrome. I apologize. Completely wrong. It wasn't anything to do with Disney. It was the white knighting, was it?
Yeah. Because that's what kids. That's what Tara. That's what you're teaching your child. That's what you're going to. When you call your daughter princess, it's not because you look and you see her daughter and you're overfilled with love and joy and all these
she's
emotions.
Dressed up as a princess.
And she's dressed up as a princess, and you call her princess, and it's a cute dad-daughter bond. No. You're preparing her and holding her back because what she means. You're telling your daughter, no, you need a man to come and rescue you. That's what you were saying.
Well,
absolute
I mean,
crackpots.
I accept it, and now I'm going to prepare her for a future where some cis, non-binary, pansexual, gender fluid fucking person comes along and decides whatever it's going to be in that moment, depending
They're going
on
to use that bathroom.
The moon in Aquarius or whatever the fuck they go off like.
Intelligence or integrity or any other character trait.
She's a punch
Why
in the
don't we
face.
tell girls scientist, engineer, doctor? Like, why does it have to be something cutesy? Like,
just because nobody will bang you, bitch.
What you need? Like, no.
But even this,
my
right?
daughter's father called her princess yesterday, and I had to lecture him.
Oh, you absolute cunt! No wonder he's your fucking
lecture him.
Like
cunts.
Dude, why don't we call him engineer? I don't call Jack engineer. I call him Baba Bear. That's my name for Jack. Baba Bear. That's what I call him.
Yeah, I'd be honest. I call me young one Squid. Like,
yeah,
so,
but what
am I being offensive towards fucking seafaring Aquarius?
Yeah. Because she's never going to go near the sea because she relies on boats to go across them, and she shouldn't be sufficient on boats.
No, this is a bitch white Karen who drinks too much, takes too many pills, is bitter about all her exes, and fucking is trying to destroy her ex's life by fucking infecting the children's fucking minds with this nonsense white knighting from called princess and all. Like, and I told him, and now he has to pay me an extra $500 a month in fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking cunt.
Again, because we do not use that term in this house.
Take care of your baby,
my
bitch.
Sisters have called her princess, and I will tell them, don't call her that.
Exactly,
Maybe
we all do it because it's a nice thing, you fucking head case. Listen, hold on a second. Hold on, press it, right. Hold on a second, right. So what she just did there was she listed off a load of fucking people who have done the same thing. Guess what, chicken? You're the common denominator. You're the one that's wrong. You're the one out here, and everyone else is doing this. And you're going, no, this is wrong. And you're a force. That's what's happening. That sums the whole fucking thing up. Everyone else agrees.
Like she read a bumper sticker on a fucking.
Everyone has to do this. That's what's happening. If you don't,
Twitter page with some psychotic fucking individual and read, "Stop calling your daughter's princess because it's white knighting," and she went, "Oh, I found the answer to the meaning of life in the universe." Like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Fucking mental illness. It really is.
Please the month. Fuck you, bitch, and cancel the ride. I'm cancel now. Cancel the fucking ride, then, bitch. What the fuck are you talking to me for? Excuse me. Cancel the fucking ride.
Yeah.
Cancel the fucking ride. Ma'am, I'm canceled now. No, you're not. You're trying to record me. You want to be a dickhead? I'm going to eat my fucking food, bitch. Cancel the fucking ride. I'm going to get another one. I don't give a fuck about you recording me eating. Yes, I'm eating. I'm canceled now. Cancel. Okay, I'm canceled now. No problem. Stupid bitch. Go. Open the trunk, get my fucking bag, bitch. Open that fucking trunk.
All right.
Fucking bag out.
Not really sure what's going on here.
I don't agree with that. Okay.
Right. Well, she's clearly a head case.
Yeah, I agreed with most of what you were saying, though. You know what I mean?
I know, but if
Like,
she's
wear the
eating and
mask.
she's being disrespectful and all in your car.
Yeah, but
like,
she's like, right, just cancel it and let me out. Like, your man didn't want to cancel it. That's what it looked like to me.
well, like, she was getting go mad about the recording.
Yeah, you
Because
wanted to
again,
wear a mask. Like, fuck your mask. And what? And I'm eating, so what?
well, it's my car. Don't be eating my car.
Yeah, no, but I cancel the ride and let me out. Like, you know
Or
what I mean?
it's my car. Wear a mask in my car. It doesn't
No.
matter. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
no,
if
but
you're against somebody else's car, you have to just
no, let me out. And
yeah,
we're
let
good,
me out.
like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we
Like,
get the full context
no,
there.
and this annoys me about taxis over here. You know, if a taxi pulls up and you're like, no, I don't want to get in that one, I get the next one. They get annoyed. You're like, mate, I do whatever I want. Like, I'll get in or I won't get in. Like, you want me to wear a mask?
And they can say to you, "Oh, I'm not going there." And that's grand.
Yeah. Oh, you won't drive to fucking Coolock or something.
I have the
cool,
hood.
I get the next-
Yeah,
you know
last
what I
week,
mean?
week
Like,
before.
but
No, I'm not
I've-
going out there.
I've jumped out of taxis as well.
She actually has to.
Yeah.
Well, drop me to the guard station because I'm not getting out of the car. Like, I'm in the fucking town. Like,
Yeah.
it's night time. I want to go home. Drop me to the guard station, and he ended up dropping me home. Like,
You're like dickheads, and you know what I mean. I'm the customer as well. Like, no, I don't want to wear a mask. Well, then get out. No bother. See you later. But your man,
that's what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's obviously on. That's it. Obviously an Uber. I'm not sure what way it works, but it's probably on your phone, and you're probably pre-charged, unless they cancel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you want me to get out of the car? Cancel it. You're not getting paid for this journey. If you don't want me in your car, I'm out. But cancel it. Give me money back. We'll get another one. You know what I mean? And then you get into all this social credit fucking scores and all, where it's like, oh, you were rude, so you get 2 stars as a passenger, so no one to pick you up and all. Like, I mean, this is that nonsense you're getting. Like, for me,
I actually agree with that. I think some people are just dickheads and
but who cares? Like, you're doing a job, you drive, okay, and you deal with dickheads. I get that. You're entitled to tell someone to get out of your car as they are to decide they don't want a lift from you. You know what I mean? So it seemed to me like he didn't want her in the car. She didn't want to be there. Just cancel the ride and tell her to get out. You don't have to record it. Because you were being a dickhead, she reacted to that and done something she shouldn't have done as well. Like, so he's about dickheads.
I think they're about dickheads in this situation.
All right, cool. We'll be agreeing then.
Look at this.
Wait, what else we got?
I've seen some other cool non-binary people do this, so I'm going to describe what my gender feels like. My gender feels like the anxiety of having really cool stickers and not knowing where to put them. Trying to find a place to charge your phone in public.
Can I just say something here? I bet you she is a teacher. I bet you she is a teacher.
What does that even mean?
We'll play it, I suppose, together, but I bet you she is teaching children at this stage right now. She's in a classroom teaching children. She has a fucking pride flag up behind the desk and she's teaching kids. Right? That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
My gender's eye strain. Homemade baked goods. Not seeing the thing in the clouds that everyone else is seeing. My gender is when Netflix or another streaming service says that you are watching on too many screens at once. My gender is children's drawings that parents don't think are good enough to put on the refrigerator. Okay.
Right, so is this like a load of punchlines for what a gender is? And then just shit that doesn't make sense?
I can only... The only way this would make sense to me is that she is taking the piss out of non-binary people. So rather than saying, like, you know, oh, today I'm a male and tomorrow I might feel like I'm female/male/female, she's saying, like, my gender.
No,
is,
she's trying to come up with analogies.
Yeah, that's it. But
no, she's trying to come up with analogies for weird things in life. Like, I see different clouds to everyone else. That's what my gender is.
No, she's not even saying that. She's saying she's describing things that are like, you know, they say like, oh, yeah, watch, this kind of
actually
an annoyance. But that's not.
You're trying to rationalize mental illness.
Yeah, it's not a male.
You're trying to rationalize what she's talking about.
No, but
like she's a furry or something, is she?
But she's talking about her gender is, and not only she's not naming a gender, she's just saying phrases. Your gender can't be a fucking phrase. Like, this is, see how absurd these people. But to them it makes sense, and they all go, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful, stunning and brave, stunning and brave." Poetry. But we all have to. We have to, like, take part in the delusion, or else we're bad people for thinking, like, what, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, something that isn't controversial, men are men, women are women, is now sackable offense. Like, because this is all done through force. This is why we have to do these sort of videos and fight back, because everyone's going, just transgender. Yeah, we all know that. Like, live and let live, but don't force it. Bring it out. If people,
let's
if
be
people
honest,
disagree with you, we disagree with you.
No
Like.
40s in fucking Ireland. Like, what you mean?
This is what I'm saying. But I don't disagree with you because you're
only
transgender, or dislike you because you're transgender. I disagree with what you're trying to put out there to me as reality, when I know it's not true, and I'm not taking part in the delusion, and I shouldn't have to. And I shouldn't be forced to.
It might feel real for you, but like the cunts who are fucking hearing voices in their head, that shit feels real to them. You know what I mean? But I don't
if that's your reality,
it,
fine.
you know what I mean?
also have a reality that I don't like.
Yeah.
That does that.
In my reality, that none of what you're saying exists. So
yeah,
that'd be cool.
That's amazing. Cool. So can we just leave it there? Like, you can call yourself whatever you want, and I don't have to do what with you. Like, I can just. And I'm not a bad person because
get me onto air too quick. Leave all these.
But it doesn't make you a bad person because I don't want to partake in the fantasy. Like,
now for some arguably less abstract ones. Clown. I'm the combination of your older sister, your younger brother, and your emotionally absent father.
My friend posted a question on Facebook: can Black people be racist? And there were a lot of people saying, "Well, yeah, Black people can be racist." This one time, this Black person said this to me, and then I hopped on there and I said, "No, racism belongs
because
to
of the
people.
patriarchy."
No, it doesn't.
Racism belongs to white people. From it, and I broke it down, and I said, "This is the math equation that I use for my 6th grade students.
4 + 4 is 5. Don't be racist.
Power plus privilege plus prejudice equals racism." And
that's not true.
Black people can have prejudice.
That's not true. Racism has a definition. There's a definition to racism. We've already done them. Sorry, this random girl off TikTok. Your diagram that you've done means
my mathematical equation that I just made up is like the racism theory.
I just made up. I believe, and I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to actually get rid of the actual definition because we have one there. Like, it has a definition.
White knighting plus Karens plus fucking.
But to say that like
racism is
racism is a white person.
Well, that's my one. White women, Karens, and Antifa racism.
No, but do you know what I mean? But to say that she absolutely has no idea what she's talking about. No. Racism predates fucking white people. Racism has been around for centuries. Like, it's since fucking like Chinese people didn't like the fucking. It's always been.
What is racism though? You know what I mean? It's cunts being mad at other cunts and hating them for being different or whatever. Like,
it's stupid. It's stupidity. Is what racism is. And in this day and age, thankfully, there's not that many racists left. You'd listen to these cunts and the whole world is racist. But actual, by definition, that's because racists don't exist to the extent that these guys are saying.
What they internally think.
Well, but the problem is that, they need to be oppressed, and because they don't have oppressors, they're creating them. It's what they're doing. This is it. They're called, like, I'm going to be upset against trans people, but now I am. Because there hasn't been
women like her are like, I am going to explain to you why this is racist against you. I'm going to tell you, a black person, why you should feel offended by this. This is like this is the ultimate. But this is the ultimate white knighting. You know what I mean?
But
I'm going to be offended for you, and I'm going to.
But the worst thing about it is that she's factually incorrect from the premise. Yeah. From the premise,
but there's a lot of that going on in the world. You know what I mean? Where's the fact check for this cunt? Like,
this is what I'm saying. Absolutely, like, of course, like, black people can hate Chinese people. Chinese people are also oppressed. Is that not racism? Because
I don't know anymore. Like,
but then at the end of the day, whether you have prejudice and power, there's still that privilege aspect that's lacking.
Mental competence is lacking in a lot of it.
It's absolute fucking nonsense. It's like that's the same. Like, so, by the actual definition of racism, there's not that many people left because nobody cares anymore. Nobody gives a fuck. Everyone is more leave me alone. Let me do my own thing.
Can I say one thing? Just one thing. That was stressful. That was fucking stressful.
Yeah. But it's important to highlight this, and people who say, "Well, these are the fringe far." Is like, well, they're not, because this is being look at all these fucking.
This is what's being pushed through government in legislation and stuff like that now.
It's being enforced in schools.
This is what the Green Party and Sinn Féin and Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael in Ireland want to endorse. There's NGOs being given government money to push this indoctrination onto younger people now. So it's not fringe anymore.
This
It's not
is what I'm
on the
saying.
outskirts. This is reality now.
And they're getting
Accept it.
They're getting offered it with the whole sure, just let everyone just leave them alone. No, I understand that. But it's not the person, it's the ideology that's being pushed behind it. Because
Look,
there's
at the
loads
end
of
of the
shit that
day,
doesn't make sense.
you
and
need
have
the
to
adult
nip
in
it
the
the
room
bud.
to step in and say, you have a mental illness, you need help. We need to give you help.
Yeah. Because then if you're schizophrenic, you get lithium. They don't tell you, the radio's talking to you.
Yeah, if you're one of these, you get the gas chamber. Well, I'm gonna walk that back. Joke.
Too late.
It's
Too
too
late.
late. Cancel.
Joke.
Whatever. Can't be cancelled if you don't give a fuck. Yay. All right, we leave it there. So I think we've probably done enough damage to our reputations for one day. And peace out.